Mr. Jazzy Shroom. Tell me, how have you already beaten Kirby's Forgotten Land?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't even beaten it on stream yet. Like, I already beat the main game, but okay, we're losing focus of the video. Hello, welcome to our most original idea. Well, mine, because it's being uploaded on my channel. We're doing a Kirby... Yeah. We're doing a Kirby copy ability tier list. This is going to be every single copy ability, except for the new ones on Forgotten Land, because this was made before that. But yeah, Jazz, you've played almost every Kirby game, right?
Yeah. I played most.
Okay, then this should be no-brainer. Okay, we got a tier list. We have S, A, C, B. I don't know why they're all named Pop Brew and Worms. But I also made an extra one called the the IDK section, where if we don't know what the ability is or what it is, then we don't care. Yeah, if you don't care about it, just put it here. Like, if you don't know what the ability is at all.
I know exactly what all of these abilities are and what their purposes and probably what game they're from.
Okay, well, this was a waste of time then. Alright. So yeah, this is going to be our own opinions. Alright, so you're allowed to make your own template. Alright, and let's get started. Shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Alright, first up, Crasher.
Not Crasher, Crash.
Crash, right? Crash. I don't know why there's two. I think it's an okay ability. I mean, like, it's like a one-hit use. I do like that they gave it a hat later on in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's very destructive. I mean, that's the point of it. And
wait, how are we ranking these exactly? Are we ranking them on how much we like them, their power, how useful they are in the game they're in?
I guess we should do usefulness, I guess.
If you're talking about usefulness, then Crash is actually pretty worthless.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that is true, because you can only use it once, and I mean, it would be pretty overpowering and ruin most of the game if you were able to like use it multiple times.
It's not only that; it's just think of it this way: on mini bosses, it can definitely insta-kill them, which can be a huge thing.
Yeah, for speedruns.
But really, only if you're trying to get through the game quickly.
Oh yeah, speedrun. Okay, visually, I think it looks, visually it looks pretty cool every time we see it. But, yeah, it can only be used once, so let's see, I give it a B. What about you?
I'd say a C. It's an okay ability. It's barely used, and the times it is used, it's expected to be used in a,
Yeah, I think with, like, the latest entry, I think they, like, I think they repeat that every time when they ever bring back Crash. Alright, yeah, we'll put it in a C. Next up, Mike. Okay, so this is technically just Crasher, but you can use it 3 times.
And for each one, it progressively increases in power. Slightly more useful than Crash.
Yeah.
Because of its 3-time use, but in newer games, it's been reworked. How it's changed than how it was in the older games.
Yeah, hang on, I'm gonna close my window. There's like birds outside. I don't like birds.
Goodness.
Alright, continue.
So, not Crash. Mike has changed throughout the years as a copy ability. Originally, it used to be an entire screen nuke for all 3, but I think starting with Triple Deluxe.
Yeah, that's.
The first blast is very small. The second blast is slightly bigger. Both of them can only be pointed in one direction. And the last one you can charge up, and it's basically a screen nuke.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. I've not played the 3DS games. I have not played the 3DS games. I gotta find them like on eBay or something.
3DS games were like the best ones.
Oh, obviously. But yeah, I do like its portrayal in the anime as well, when Kirby was like had the mic and he was basically destroying everything around him.
I guess.
Yeah.
It just goes to show that he's a horrible singer.
Yeah, fair enough. I'd say we give it a B. I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool, but I mean, just like Crash.
More useful than Crash.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, B.
Yeah, I guess.
B. Next up, I think this is Painter.
Paint. That's Paint.
I don't know when this was introduced.
Paint, I think, was introduced around, I want to say, Superstar.
Yeah, I'm sure the editor will notify us when it was introduced.
Aren't you the editor?
Yeah, I'm the editor. That makes sense. I do all the research.
pretty sure it was introduced around Superstar, and it's basically another screen nuke. But it has a little special Easter egg where if you're using it against a boss called Heavy Lobster, then you can actually change its color.
Oh.
Heavy Lobster is usually yellow or golden, but if you're using the paint ability, which in his boss fight, he summons these little slimes where if you eat them, it gives you that ability.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, considering that
you can actually you can repaint him into a random color.
Yeah. Well, considering
Actually,
yeah.
you go first.
Yeah. Considering I don't know that much about this ability, I'll let you be the choice of where this thing goes in the category.
I'll say one more thing about the ability before we fully rank it.
Yeah.
The same Easter egg can also be applied to another boss called, I think, Chameleon Arm.
Chameleon Arm.
It's a chameleon, and you can change its color using that ability as well. It shoots these little rainbow orbs at you when it's hanging on the walls as one of its attacks, and those rainbow orbs can actually be eaten to get that ability. So, yeah.
Alright.
Pretty neat.
So, where do you think this goes on the list?
It probably would go where... slightly below... Probably below Crash.
Really?
As a screen nuke, it's... No, I don't think it's that powerful. The animation is aesthetically pleasing, so it gets a plus on that, but in terms of usefulness, it's not that useful.
Okay then. Alright, D it is. D for Pep Brew.
D.
Oh, really?
Keep it with Crash.
Okay.
Keep it below... Yeah.
I can't, like... Fine.
Behind Crash.
Okay.
Behind Crash.
Behind Crash. Okay. What? That's not how this works.
I've seen it. Some work like that.
Okay, well, fine. Next up, I think this one's called Fursuit.
That's not Fursuit.
I know.
It's Animal.
Animal.
That one was introduced in Squeak Squad.
Yeah, I know. It was in Squeak Squad.
For the DS.
I forgot. What does this one do again?
It's a very niche ability that was really only used for very specific portions of the game. But it's one of the few copy abilities that had a mini-boss themed after its ability. I don't remember... I actually never learned the name of that mini-boss, but it's basically a long-armed animal. I think it's like a long-armed wolf. But yeah, with this ability you can scratch your enemies. With the scroll you can turn into a drill. But the main gimmick is digging through dirt, which is only really seen in a few portions of the game. In terms of usefulness, it's really only useful for those very, very few moments you use. There's dirt on the screen, so that's probably a D.
Okay then.
Also, very disappointing that this was not in Forgotten World. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
Missed opportunity.
No, yeah. But I say this would have been perfect for Forgotten Land. Considering it's like a fursuit and everything, and also, I mean, Kirby's a furry. I just want to give it an E because, you know, furry.
Whatever, man.
Chubby.
Again.
Alright, fine. E for furry. Alright. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll be nice. I'll put it in D.
I was gonna say D, but alright, man.
Alright. Next, okay, here we go. I think we got a classic, Suplex.
Ah, yes, Suplex. I absolutely love this ability.
Oh, yeah.
I love it to death.
Yeah, I fucking love it in fucking Star Allies as well, where you could basically just throw your friends as well.
It was basically just doing the same thing, but
just
putting friend in front of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
The friend ability was slightly more powerful than your normal Suplex move, but Suplex as an ability is pretty useful, although very, very hard to master.
Yeah. Okay, I think in like normal like stage play, it's fine, but I think it's fucking like useless in like when you're fighting enemies and shit, because you cannot use Suplex on them.
Well, depends on the enemy. If it's in those little rooms where multiple enemies spawn in,
I mean,
it's pretty good for clearing out the screen.
Yeah.
With how the enemies bounce over the walls and things.
But no, I'm talking about like the boss rooms, like the bosses. You can't suplex any bosses.
You can't suplex the bosses, but you can suplex its stars and the minions that it can summon sometimes.
Yeah, I guess.
Depending on the boss, and that projectile does some pretty big damage.
Yeah,
So, in usefulness, it's probably in C tier. Definitely not the best thing to fight bosses with, but
yeah,
it still has its uses.
especially when you try to do like the fucking arenas. All right, next up, ball.
Ball. Very useless. It was only used like maybe twice in, I think.
It was
I don't want
used.
to say Return to.
It wasn't Return Dreamland. I think it was just
It was not.
tilt and tumble,
It
tilt and
was
tumble,
Dreamland.
tilt and tumble. Oh, I thought we were talking about that one.
No, Tilt and Tumbles, because this is the copy ability version.
Yeah. I thought we were talking about like the freaking canvas curse thing. All right, there we go. That's better. Okay, so you want to give ball? So what do you want to rank ball?
I want to give Ball E tier.
All right. Is it mostly because of its
ability?
Yeah, mostly because of its
It
uses.
doesn't have a use, and it's barely given out in that game.
All right then. Okay, next up, I forgot what this one's called. It's the one where it's the one where after Kirby eats a Waddle Doo.
That's Beam. That's
Beam.
one of the most iconic abilities. How do you not know
I
that
forgot.
one?
I know he carries a wand. Okay, man, don't judge me.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so
Anyway.
anyways, I want to rate. I think I want to rate Beam as like maybe like a B. It's very. It has.
Beam is definitely a B. It's a very basic ability, low damage, high DPS ability. Very useful.
Yeah, no, it's very good.
For almost any situation.
Yeah, except the True Arena. Jesus Christ.
It's good in the True Arena.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have to admit that the True Arena meta is just kind of stone.
Oh yeah, just use the stone ability the whole time.
Stone hammer. Archer was the meta at some point, but we'll get to that one later.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. One of the return to not just the 3DS abilities. Bell.
I think it's 3DS. Yeah, it's 3DS. The 3DS era ability, Bell.
Yeah.
This was first introduced in Kirby's
Triple Deluxe.
In Kirby Triple Deluxe, one of my favorite Kirby games in the series, actually.
It's the one where you
So
go
much
into the
so that
sky.
I brought it back on my DS.
Okay, well, mostly Bell is just, you know, it's like kind of like a sound thing where basically you hit it and then it just causes like a sound wave, right?
Interestingly enough, it's more of a defensive ability than an offensive ability. It has offensive capabilities, but one of the best parts about it is that when you block, it blocks out all damage, and it does a little counterattack with the sound effect.
Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Design-wise, I mean,
it does look pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I do like the little hat Bell he wears.
Like it.
Yeah. All right, what would you want to rate this?
I don't know. I have a very personal bad experience with the Bell and the Kirby Battles game. Forgot what it's called.
Battle Royale.
Yep.
No,
that's not Battle Royale.
No, Kirby Fighters. Kirby Fighters. Kirby Fighters.
Yeah. I have a very bad experience with that, and whoever is watching this, they know who they are.
Oh shit.
Let's just say the Bell is absolutely busted in that game.
Okay. And wasn't it? No, wait. This thing wasn't brought back in Planet Robobot, right?
I want to say it was, but I don't think it is.
I don't think it was.
Effect I'm having.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think it was, but we might need a background check on that.
Yeah. Well, I can always just pull up in a second window. Anyways, okay. What would you want to rate this? I mean, we're allowed to be biased. This is our own opinions.
As I don't really like it personally, going up against it many times, it's a pretty decent ability, and its blocking and its guarding ability is probably one of the best attributes about it. So, and I have done True Arena with it on Triple Deluxe, so I probably would say B.
All right, B it is. B for cake. Okay. Next up, what the hell is this? Bubble?
Oh, yep, that's Bubble.
That was an okay.
I like that ability.
The
Bubble ability was first introduced in Kirby Squick Squad.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
One of the main gimmicks in that game with the touchscreen was the ability to collect bubbles that contained abilities, food items, and other neat things like that.
That was the only time it was brought back. That's like the only time it ever appeared, right?
It's the only time that ability has ever appeared because that gimmick has never came back since.
Fair enough. So what would you want to give it? Because you're the only one that knows this ability.
As I do really like this ability, and I wish it came back in some way, shape, or form, I would probably give it... it's not very useful. So, I guess, you know, I think it would probably go in C.
Alright, C it is. Alright, let's go off the list. Alright, let's do Beetle. I think this is called Beetle.
That's Beetle.
Yeah. Alright, Beetle. This one was introduced in Star Allies, correct?
It was not introduced in Star Allies. It was introduced in Triple Deluxe, I think.
So
unless it was introduced
yeah, no, you're right.
in Return to Dreamland.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm not sure. I have not really
I
used
think it
it.
was Deluxe.
Yeah, I don't think I've used this ability that much, but I'm pretty sure the gimmick of it is that you're basically allowed to like dash forward ahead. No, not dash forward. Like
You could
use your head as an attack.
you charge into enemies and you can skewer them with the horn.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And then afterwards, it sort of works like a pseudo suplex move or pseudo suplex ability.
No, yeah. That's right. That's right. I mean,
It was kind of like Triple Deluxe's replacement for the ability, except
yeah.
it was a lot more. I feel like it's more loved than that ability actually. So
Fair enough.
loved, in fact, that it's been in most games, most future games ever since its release. Heck, even being in some of the spin-off games like Battle Royale and Fighters.
No, yeah, you're right. I remember seeing it there. So, what do you wanna? What would you like to rate this?
It's a pretty neat gimmick, but
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's more of a gimmick thing.
yeah.
It
and-
kind of just seems like a replacement suplex, but in
mm,
my personal opinion, I sort of have a soft spot for it, so I think it should probably go in B tier.
Okay. I was just thinking more C, mostly because of how like it's kind of similar to Suplex.
It is similar to Suplex, but it is better than Suplex in a way.
Yeah. All right, fine. We'll do B. Okay,
It allows
next.
for better flight. that.
I don't know this one.
Let me see.
Okay, here.
That is Fireball.
Fireball.
Fun
Oh.
fact: Fireball used to be the main fire ability, and then I think in Amazing Mirror it was turned into two separate abilities, and then it was combined into one ability, Fire.
Yeah, no.
So Fireball was kind of like the ancestor of the fire ability we know today.
Okay. So like,
Its only ability is to turn into that Fireball. So
yeah. Should we still count it though?
definitely we should, because it is technically an ability, even though like it's more of an older ability than it is its own separate entity.
All right. I mean, it's basically just like a part of the fire ability. So, you want to give it D?
I don't want to give it D. I don't have the
Yeah,
heart to
no.
give it D. It should definitely go in C tier, because
Yeah, C tier. I guess it's like fire, but it doesn't.
you have to pay your respects to it, because it was the original fire ability.
Yeah,
before
no,
we
you're
got
right.
The fire ability
You're
we know
right.
today.
You're right. I am very bad at making my opinions. Next up, poison.
I absolutely love this ability. S tier. Okay, alright,
I'm gonna
we'll
be
go through a
honest.
little bit of it.
I'll be honest with you. When I saw a little bit of footage of it, okay, this is my opinion because I haven't played Robobot. I honestly,
It looks like the water ability, doesn't
yeah,
it?
this thing just looks
It's
like fucking
basically
water.
that game's equivalent to the water ability, but it's a lot more of a strategic ability than most. It has a very interesting gimmick on you can blow puffs of smoke, similar to the modern day spider ability.
Huh?
Instead of puffs of smoke, it's webs.
Yeah.
But those puffs of smoke actually do get affected by certain elements, like it can be blown away by the wind, and there are some puzzles that require you to actually utilize that ability.
Hmm.
Not only that, but
You can take a
it's
joyride on it.
pretty fun. It's pretty fun to use. Yeah, you can take a joyride. It has a few similarities to
Water.
water because, yeah. But I just absolutely love the look of this ability. I don't know why. I think I have a soft spot for poison-related things in video games.
I see why you like it. So yeah, visually it looks pretty nice.
It does look really nice.
Yeah.
So
Do you
I
want?
think it would be A tier.
Okay, A
A
tier.
tier.
So you want to give like the one flaw why it's not A tier? Okay. Next up, Chef Kirby.
Chef Kirby,
It's just...
It probably would go around where the crash and like all the instant use abilities go.
Alright then. Considering it's just another hook.
Though, I would say would probably go slightly higher. So
Yeah, no, I
think A tier.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty useful in the games it's in.
Yeah. I even like its interpretation in Star Allies, where now you can basically charge it up and then turn it into like a volcano, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, A tier it is.
Not only that, but Kawasaki is also in the game, so
Yeah.
that kind of changes a bit.
Alright, you know what? Speaking of, since we talked about Fireball, let's bring up Fire Kirby.
Alright then.
We got a
Fire
class.
Kirby.
Yeah, we're doing a classic now. Alright. Okay.
I want to say the original debut of the fire ability that we know today
Is like the one,
originated from
like the Game Boy, or...
I want to say Squeak Squad.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
I think
mean,
it's Squeak
yeah.
Squad. It might not be though, so
Yeah.
take that with a grain of salt. Might want to go back and
I think
check.
I think the ability's fine. I mean, it's basically one of those abilities, you know.
It's a pretty alright ability.
Yeah,
It's not too much. It's
not too much,
too
little. And it can be even used for speedruns, or some, depending on which
Yeah.
version you're using it. Okay, but yeah, and also it is pretty nostalgic, so should we just give it like an S tier for nostalgia?
I wouldn't say nah. It's A tier because definitely
tier
had
at
really
best.
good DPS, pretty powerful in the right hands.
Alright, fine,
But
A tier it is.
it's limited range,
Yeah,
very limited.
unless you're playing
And you have
Forgotten.
to stand still using it.
Oh yeah, that's true, that's true. Okay, which one should we do next?
We can keep going in order. And if
Okay.
you see one that you really want to do, then
Alright, fine. Okay, this one. I don't know what this one is.
it's completely useless.
Oh,
It's
scanner!
The copy
The
ability.
copy scanner.
ability.
Okay, this is just... Yeah, there's really no point in having this unless you just want it...
Though, I would like to say,
Actually,
it may be useless on Kirby. If this is going to be the only time I'll mention this, the helper
can...
is actually really useful.
Yeah.
The helper's name is Tack. He's basically a little...
No, I know what Tack looks like. He's like a little bandit. And he like
Yeah,
steals
he's a little
stuff from you.
bandit. He's based off of the same yokai Komazan and Komajiro are from Yokai Watch.
Yeah.
Fun fact. But basically, he's pretty good.
Yeah. But, I mean, to be
And,
fair...
As
We're...
a helper by himself. But if we're only looking at Kirby, it's
yeah.
the most useless ability.
Yeah,
in the game.
F tier, considering you can just swallow
F
enemies.
tier.
Yeah, F tier.
Yeah.
First F tier,
Unless you wanna
boys.
make-
Okay, let's do... You know what? Hammer. Alright.
Hammer is an iconic ability.
Yeah.
One of the mainstays of the Kirby series ever
Pretty.
since. Not sure when it was introduced actually.
I think it was introduced in Superstar. I want to say Superstar.
I want to say Squeak Squad because I think it was Squeak Squad.
No.
It did.
Yeah.
You're right. So I think it was Superstar.
Yeah, no. I gotta quickly turn it up a bit. Alright.
Yeah, you had it that time.
Yeah. Alright. I think it might be. I think it deserves S tier.
Definitely. It is
Yeah.
probably one of the most. It's one of the more useful abilities on the spectrum of abilities.
Yeah.
And it's one that you and I have probably had a lot of personal experience with because it's such a good ability.
Yeah. Alright, next up, I think this one's Cupid from Amazing Mirror.
Let me see. Yep, that's Cupid from Amazing Mirror.
Yeah. I forgot. That one just lets you aim while you're flying around, right?
Basically it gives you a little bow attack, and that little bow attack can, you can aim it up and down. It's basically a precursor to what Archer is today.
Okay, well, hang on. You explain why you need what place it deserves to be, and I gotta go turn down the volume on the TV because nobody's watching it.
Okay. We're thinking about the stats of the thing. Pretty low damage. At least I think it's roughly pretty low damage. It has a charge. It has the ability to charge up the arrow for more damage. And other than that, it doesn't really do much else. I guess you have like a little slow flight better flight animation, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So, I think it probably would go in D tier. It's not useless, because I do remember vividly there were some puzzles in certain games
Yeah. Well, okay, I didn't play that much
that
on
it
Amazing
was
Mirror.
pretty useful in. Well, it wasn't only an Amazing Mirror.
Oh, right. It was brought back in Triple Deluxe, right?
Nope, Squeak Squad.
Ah. Oh. How silly of me. All right, then B tier.
Yeah, B tier.
Okay.
No, not B tier. I meant D tier.
Oh, D tier. Okay.
Yeah.
We're just gonna put the Squeak Squad abilities here. All right, here we go. Another classic, Cutter. Okay. I fucking love it.
Cutter.
I want to.
Yeah.
I
I
kind of want
actually
to.
have. I really like Cutter too.
Yeah. I want to give it like bloody S tier, but I think it's only good in A tier.
It's definitely more of an A tier thing. It's not
Yeah.
the best ability out there.
Yeah, that is
There are
true.
definitely more abilities that out damage it.
That is true. That is true. All right, A tier it is.
So
then.
as it is a fun ability to use, it's definitely not perfect.
Yeah, no. A tier it is then. All right, what's next? Oh, here we go. Plant Robot. Doctor.
Doctor ability. Doctor ability is pretty interesting. I like the idea of it.
Yeah, I like it. I'm especially. I mean, I only got experience to it. During Super Kirby Clash.
Oh, yeah, it was in Kirby Clash.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was also in Kirby Royale too.
Yeah. But
I
like,
think.
okay, you can use clipboards to dash, and you could throw pills. Was it?
Yeah, pills.
Yeah, a la Dr. Mario. And
Yep.
shoot water upstream.
Yep.
I don't
There's
really.
also a very interesting mechanic where you can brew a potion that can have 1 of 3 different effects.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true as well. Especially in the Clash game.
Yeah. You can brew a healing potion in that one. So if we're going by the Clash game, which I think it got the most love in, I'd say it's pretty useful in that game as the healer class. But that's not really an ability. So if we're going by the ability itself,
C tier?
pretty useful. It was pretty good. I want to say B tier.
B tier? Okay then. Hey.
Yeah.
Alright, next up, I think this is ESP.
Let me see. The next one? That's not EXP.
Oh, this one? What the hell is this one then?
Oh, no, that is ESP.
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
so ESP, this was
You were holding
introduced yeah, Superstar, right?
Nope.
Oh.
It was introduced in Robobot.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, basically you can harness ESP like your NES.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's a fate. I think it's a reference to NES.
Yeah. But yeah, you can merely just like it's hard to like explain what it basically is. Okay, I like using it during Star Allies, but I mean, it wouldn't be like an ability I would bring into battle. I mean, if for puzzles maybe, sure, but I wouldn't really use this ability more often.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't like use it like this wouldn't be like my go-to ability, like if I had the option.
That's fair.
I like that it's convenient that I can use it, but I wouldn't use it all the time. At best, I'd give it at least like a maybe a C at best.
Yeah, it's probably C. The worst part about it, it's a really cool ability, don't get me wrong, but I think just the worst bit about it is that you have to be standing still in order to use it.
Yeah, I think that's the turnoff for me.
Definitely the turnoff for me.
Yeah, you know
And
what?
the thing is, it's such a cool ability too. You can teleport. You can, if you hold it up long enough, you can create a better charge beam. And there are even more possibilities you could do with like the friend abilities.
Yeah.
So as cool as that ability as it is, it's B tier.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather give it maybe D tier.
Really?
Yeah. Or do you want to like settle on the middle ground? Go C.
Yeah, I think C would be
C,
probably
yeah.
better.
Okay, this one. I forgot the name of this one. All I know is it's basically just like Crasher.
Festival.
Festival.
It
Thank you.
It is a one-use ability.
Yeah.
I think that's really all I really know about it. It's
ju-
barely shown up in any of the games.
It showed up in Star Allies, and I think you could only use it, I think, like 3 times in the story mode. Maybe 2, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think it's around 3. Only 3 times you can use it in the story mode, because that sounds right.
But it is like Crasher, and it is more visually appealing.
It is a lot more visually appealing. I want to say that the damage scales depending on how many friends you have with you, but
we don't know.
I may be mistaken on that.
Yeah,
Most of the
that for
time,
sure.
you're never ever going to use this ability against the boss.
Unless you want to try and speedrun it, but eh.
It's not even speed running it. It's that usually the ability.
Yeah, no.
You're usually using the ability by the time you get it.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. Star Allies was kind of like the easiest game in the series.
It
That's
is.
saying a lot.
Yeah,
These
it
Kirby
is.
games are easy.
Not really, but okay.
They're pretty easy.
Do you want to put it lower, like D tier, or do you want to keep it on C tier?
I want to say D tier. It's pretty useless. Other than the fact that it's aesthetically pleasing, it's no different than
I don't
Crash.
know. I would have just put like give it a little C because of how it's designed and how much effort they put into it.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, then fine.
I guess you could put it in C.
All right. Here we go. Another classic. All right, Fighter.
Ooh, Fighter.
Ooh.
Very interesting ability.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah. Isn't it like based off of Street Fighter?
I want to say it is, but I'm pretty sure there was some kind of data that says otherwise, that it's not based off of Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But I think it's basically Ryu from Street Fighter. Well, yeah, Ryu from Street Fighter. It's like the spinny leg, spinny kick, the flying kick, the Vulcan jab.
Overall, overall, use of it. I used it in a few battles. It was all right.
It's actually one of the most complicated abilities in the entirety of the Kirby series.
That probably makes sense.
It has
why
one
I
of the
always
most
lost
complicated.
It. That probably explains why I lost it the most times. So, what would you want to give it?
I'd probably give it a B.
Huh.
Very well recognizable ability that you can't go wrong with using Fighter. And if it's in the right hands, it could definitely be a devastating tool to destroy bosses with.
Yeah. Also, I realized that they accidentally copied Crasher and Mike for some reason, so I'm just going to put those over here. Alright. This one. I think this is just ice, but I don't think it is.
Let me see. Oh, that's Freeze.
Freeze.
Freeze is completely different from ice. It's same case with fire. Except Freeze, because there was no that was the original ice ability before it added the like the fact that you can use ice breath. Ice breath itself wasn't an ability, so that the ice breath was added after Freeze.
Okay. So
pretty sure its first appearance was Dreamland, Kirby's Dreamland, but I might be mistaken on that.
Yeah.
Pretty useful ability. I can't really say much about it because it was a lot older of a game and
plus,
it had very limited uses.
Okay, assuming there's like the same case with Freeze or with the fire ability, should we just put it in the same place with Fireball?
Yeah.
All right then. It helped build the ability that we have today, so we'll say that for the most part. Okay, let's grab another classic. All right, here we go. Bomb.
La Bomb.
Yeah.
Okay, Bomb is definitely one of my top 3 or top 5 favorite abilities.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good, especially how it got used in Forgotten Land.
Yeah, it definitely got an upgrade in that game.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
not counting the varieties. Not counting varieties. We're not counting those.
I know we're not counting those, but if we're not counting varieties, it was sort of a down. It definitely had differences that were very noticeable to me as soon as I used the ability, but...
Yeah, especially, the giving of physics and all that. Also, I had a hard time aiming that shit during the trials.
But in terms of usefulness, it's definitely a very useful tool. I would give it an A.
Yeah, I think it's like the same case with Cutter and Fire as well. I mean, they're classic abilities, but they're not perfect like Hammer.
I definitely think that Bomb is perfect in my opinion personally, but yeah, I would give it to A.
Alright. I don't know this one. You're gonna have to help me here.
That's Ghost. Ghost was first introduced in Squeak Squad.
Okay, did you just put it in D like the other one?
It has a very... I don't want to say it's bad, because it isn't the worst ability. It was a hidden ability that you get after collecting 4 pieces of a token, of a ghost token, that summons a ghost mini-boss. After defeating that ghost mini-boss, you get the ghost ability. And the ability basically allows you to possess any small enemy, and slightly big enemies.
Yeah. Well, where do you want to put him on the list? I mean...
He's definitely... he's D tier. I was trying to avoid it, but yeah, he's D tier.
Okay, this one, Super Kirby.
Super Kirby, that's high jump.
Hi. Oh yeah, I better say this does not look like Super Kirby.
High jump wasn't a useless ability. It definitely had its uses, but not during boss fights. You'd be pretty crazy to use it during a boss fight. So,
To be honest, I didn't really see that much use for it.
other than the rooms where it was specifically made for,
Yeah.
I'd probably put it in same places. Yeah,
I'd rather give it E tier.
E tier.
Yeah.
Because again, like it's not completely useless.
No,
It
it's
definitely
not.
has use.
Yeah, it does. But actually, okay, fair enough, fair enough. You have a point. All right, fine. D tier it is. Okay, next one. Spike, or would this technically be Needle?
That's Needle.
Okay.
I feel like Spike is what it used to be called, but again, probably a Mandela
Yeah.
effect.
Yeah. Okay. I liked it in Return Dreamland because I'm pretty sure you could do that freaking. You could do a spin dash with it, right?
In Forgotten Land, yes, you can do a sort of a spin dash with it.
I meant Return to Dreamland.
In Return to Dreamland, you cannot do a spin dash with it now.
Oh, okay, that's probably.
Actually, I think you can in Return to Dreamland.
God, I don't remember.
Return to Dreamland's kind of an interesting case for me. I played it,
Yeah.
but I didn't play it fully.
Oh, okay. So where do you want? Where should we put it? I mean, obviously the point of the ability is to obviously, you know, spike enemies, and I'm pretty sure in Forgotten Land you can like stick to enemies and it'll increase your speed. But-
It's pretty useful actually.
Yeah.
It's always gotten a different change depending on the game.
Yeah.
Triple
no.
Deluxe, you were able to like shoot the spikes. You were able to kind of skewer your enemies by making a needle.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. So I think that it should probably go in
I'd say C.
B tier.
Wait, where?
I was
B2?
gonna say B.
Okay. B2.
Yeah.
All right, fine. We'll try B2 then. All right,
Pretty
here we.
good for fighting bosses.
Okay, here's one. Here's one. Jetpack.
Jetpack? You mean just Jet?
Oh, that's what it's called.
It's just Jet.
Oh, okay. Jet. I think I used it before. I think I remember using this ability before. I don't remember which game though.
Well, I think it was first introduced in Superstar, and ever since then, it was also in Robobot.
Yeah, it was brought back in Robot.
It was, which was a very interesting surprise.
Yeah. So I'm okay with this. You can only do like a few dashes, and I'm pretty sure you can light like rocket, but you could like leave a rocket fuel behind you, right? When you fly.
You can leave a little rocket blast behind you, but that's
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Where would you want to
Wasn't
put
the
it?
most useful ability, but it definitely did have its uses.
Mm,
Something that is definitely repeated throughout this entire list. Oh boy.
do you want to just do C, or
I give it a C.
alright, C it is. Okay, I think this
Definitely
one...
a pretty good speedrunning tool, believe it or not.
Okay, here's the next one. Balloon. I think it's Balloon.
I don't want to talk about that one. It makes me very uncomfortable talking about it.
Okay, well, what
I'll
do we
just say that it was introduced in Canvas Curse,
know? Yeah,
I think.
it was. It was in Canvas Curse.
And Canvas Curse was a weird-ass game. Like, really, really flippin' weird.
Well, yeah, Kirby got turned into a ball.
It felt like an entire LSD trip.
Oh, that's true.
I'm
That's
not even joking.
that's true.
Because of, like, the changing art styles with each stage. I just F tier. F tier.
Oh, really, man? Okay.
I don't like this ability very much.
Okay.
It's very bad.
Okay, well, this one's one of my favorites. This one's, I think it's Magic. This one's one of my
I
favorites.
love Mirror!
Oh,
That's
Mirror.
Mirror!
Okay. Well, I love Mirror. This is one of my favorites.
I love Mirror too. I think that goes in S tier.
All right, S
Very,
tier.
very good ability.
Yeah, able to shoot mirrors and split yourself in half.
I love that. I love the ability to split yourself in half. That's
Yeah.
probably the reason why I love it so much.
Pretty much. Okay, next one. Ninja. This one was brought back in the Return series.
Yeah. I don't know its original origin, but
Ninja.
I do know that the version there is, I think, the Triple Deluxe and above version. So
I'm gonna be honest. I like the concept, like, you know, Kirby and Ninja, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's different for different games, but when I was playing in Star Allies, it is hard to use the freaking blade because all you can do is mostly just shoot projectiles.
Which one are you talking about? Superstar?
Star Allies, sorry. Because I used Ninja.
Wait, which one?
I used Ninja in Star Allies, and it was not great because all I could do was mostly just shoot projectiles.
I mean, Star Allies weird. I don't know. That Kirby game was okay, I guess.
I don't know if Ninja's different for each game. I do think it's cool
Ninja is different for each game.
Yeah, I do think it's...
I think it was a lot more useful in the newer games than the older games.
Yeah. I do like that he can hang against walls. That is a pretty cool effect. That is a pretty cool technique he has.
I wish it was used. I wish it was used more.
Yeah, but considering Kirby... Actually, no, it would have been perfect to use in Forgotten Lands, considering Kirby doesn't fly that high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though, there were a lot of limitations with copy ability. That's probably why there were so few in that game, because limitations on how copy abilities will work in a 3D environment.
Fair enough. Yeah, we're getting off topic. So, where do you want to put Ninja?
Ninja is C tier.
I'm sorry, just when I say Ninja, I just think of fucking Tyler Blemons.
What?
Okay, next up, Parasol.
Parasol is definitely an immediate S tier. It is a really good, it is surprisingly a really versatile ability.
I mean, I don't remember using it that much. All I know is that you can fly, you can attack things with it.
You can't fly, you can float.
I meant float, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's all... Sorry,
it's very good for like nullifying certain attacks, specifically Kragger looking ass. He has this rain attack that you can completely nullify by having the umbrella.
Oh, okay.
Not only that, but anything can be damaged. That umbrella is an active hurt box, meaning that anything that touches that umbrella will take damage, even bosses. So you can technically beat a boss with only the umbrella and not even attacking with it.
Okay. If you, I'll agree with you. I haven't played that much with Umbrella, but okay. And I do like that it's controlled by a Wallaby. All right, fine. We'll do S tier then.
Yeah, it's really useful.
All right. Next up, Spear. I just want to give it an F tier.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, Waddle Dee, he doesn't belong to Kirby. I think the Spear belongs to frickin' Waddle Dee.
I don't know. I kind of like the ability.
I know.
It was pretty neat.
I know, but it's just borrowing Waddle Dee's ability. Bandana D, sorry.
Yeah, Bandana D. That is true. I'd like to think that it was introduced in Triple Deluxe, and I think it was only in that game, unless it was in, Actually, it might have been in Return to Dreamland.
No, you might be right, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Pretty sure it was in Return to Dreamland, too. And Bandana D was in that game, so...
Yeah. Okay, you know, I won't give it an F. I'll give it an E alongside Ball.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright.
It still is really useful, though, as an ability.
Alright, fine. Do you want to do a little higher? You want to do D, or...?
D.
Alright, fine, D. Okay,
I don't have the
next...
heart to give it to E.
Fine, not next to the Kirby Ball. Fair enough. Alright.
No.
Stone.
S.
Right. Okay.
No further explanation needed.
Of course,
It makes you invincible.
Yeah, no, that is true. That's one of the moves in Kirby in Smash.
And it does, like, so much damage.
Yeah, not to mention the Geokinesis shit from Star Allies.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, next up, Whip. What do you make of it?
It's weird. I've never actually... not that I won't say I never used it, but I don't use it often.
Yeah, no.
It's not a very common ability to come by, and when it does come by, it's usually just for like one puzzle, and that's it. Sometimes it's suggested to you before fighting a major boss in the game.
I mean, I can see why it's useful, but like what? You can only like whip people, and you can also like, can you propel yourself in the air?
Sorta.
Yeah, kinda.
It's like the Spear's helicopter ability, but you can't stay suspended in the air for long periods of time. It's more of just like a 2-second thing, and then it comes back down.
But it is better than like Cupid, Ghost, and High Gem.
Definitely better than those three, because it is... Yeah. It does have a use in collecting items when hit with a whip.
That's true, that's true. C tier?
C tier.
All right, the newest. Okay, one of the latest ones, Painter.
Painter. The forefather of the paint ability. Alright, so Painter is pretty useful. I would say it goes in A tier.
Yeah, A tier definitely. I mean, yeah, and plus, not to mention, it has that cool finishing move if you want to like get rid of the ability.
Hmm?
Yeah, you know, the one where basically you just hold down like Y and then you can like splatter the entire screen. Kind of similar to, like the Crash ability.
I didn't know that.
You did not know that.
That's an ability?
Yeah, if you like hold down and then press Y, Kirby will charge up the brush and then he'll immediately start painting the screen, and then you lose the ability.
That's straight a reference to paint. And I didn't even know this?
Oh,
That's crazy.
Do you want me to show you footage?
Yeah, can you show me footage?
Okay, hey. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, that's it.
That was like,
Oh,
yeah, no, that's straight up reference to the paint ability.
yeah,
That's
no.
really cool.
Huh. Okay, next up, Sweeper, the sweeping ability.
Sweeping ability.
Okay, well,
Depends on which one we're talking about. There's the one from Star Allies, and there's the one from Kirby 64.
And Return to Dreamland.
And Return to Dreamland?
Yeah, Return to Dreamland 3. No, sorry, I meant Dreamland 3.
Kirby's Dreamland 3.
I'd say we give it like B tier, you know, because the Star Allies ability is alright, but then like
the Star Allies ability is pretty okay.
Yeah, but then like back then
it's one of the main sources of the wind ability, so that's
kind of good.
Yeah.
Yeah. B tier.
B tier.
B tier. Okay, Spider.
I love Spider.
Yeah, no, I love this new ability.
It is really, really useful.
Although, like, how much damage does it do against enemies? How much damage does it do against bosses again?
How much damage does it do against bosses?
Yeah, I mean...
Which ability is it again? Is it... Oh, Spider?
Spider.
It's pretty small damage, but it could definitely rack up.
Not to mention you can web up your enemies and, like, throw them around. Kind of like how Tarantha does it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to... A tier?
That does a lot of... A tier?
Do you want to do A tier?
A tier.
Okay, A tier. Okay, Staff. Or do you want to call this the Baton ability?
That's the Staff.
Alright, Staff. I do like this ability. I remember using it a few times.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I wouldn't be... I mean, I'm pretty sure you can also, like, bounce on it. Like, do that bouncing stuff with the staff.
You can, sorta. It's not like Scrooge McDuck's bouncing ability, but... Yeah, you can kind of... It's more like a vault. Like, you can use the... You can do, like, a pole vault jump.
Yeah. And then there's, like, that...
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, and then there's, like, that down attack he does, like, that rapid dash in the air.
Yeah, it's okay. I've never actually had any personal experience with it, though, so...
Fair enough. Alright, do you want to give it a B tier? Or do you want to go a little higher?
Yeah.
Alright.
B tier.
I don't know this one. This is just stone, but it's all Kirby.
That's Metal Kirby.
Metal... Okay.
Metal Kirby is useless. There is no redeeming quality whatsoever, and the one use it does have, Hammer can do better.
Okay, what do you want to give it?
F.
Okay, damn.
It is bad.
Okay.
It's like, okay. I should probably give you a good reason, shouldn't I?
I mean, do you want it? I mean, if you want, we can just move on. I'm fine with that.
I'm completely fine with giving you a reason on a justification on why I do not like this ability.
Sure, if you want.
It's very useless. It makes you completely invincible to small enemies and maybe some bigger enemies. But the worst part is that you're extremely slow and you can't float up very fast.
Okay. Alright.
And there is no other attack that you could do other than walk towards the enemy and run into them.
Fair enough.
It doesn't work on bosses. You can do a slight ground pound to get rid of hard blocks, but that's about it. You can also land on pegs, I think that's what the weird peg things that you can hit with the hammer ability.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the hammer ability is also in the same game that it's on, so that makes it all the more useless.
Okay, that's like saying that, but with the whole festival shit. Next up, okay, normally the answer for this one will be obvious, but this one I'm a little questionable about. Sleep.
Sleep?
Yeah.
I
Considering...
would say it's C tier.
No, I would not say it's like... No, I wouldn't say it's on level with these abilities. I would say it's more of like a D, maybe. Because, like...
Actually, yeah, it seems more like a ball ability.
Yeah, no, really? No, I was thinking D because in Forgotten Land, it does heal you, actually.
Actually, it heals you in other games, too. Not
Oh.
just Forgotten Land.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure Squeak Squad, there was a scroll that you can get where if you get a scroll with the sleep ability, then when you fall asleep, you can,
Heal off from it, fair
you know,
enough. Yeah.
yeah, you can heal a little bit from it.
Okay, D tier?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, here we go. Clown. The one they brought back from Triple Deluxe into Robot.
I actually kind of like that ability.
Okay.
I have a soft spot for that ability. It's super goofy.
I'm confused how it works.
You could do somersaults. You could do a backwards somersault. You can blow up a variety of different balloons that all do different damage and have different sizes. You can do like a flaming. You could jump through a flaming hoop. You can also. That's about it, really.
Oh. Alright, what would you want to give it?
I would probably give it C because it's useful, but you're
All
probably
right.
not going to be fighting bosses with it.
Yeah.
It's so janky.
Oh god, we made the tier list bigger. Okay, this one. Oh, Archer. What about
Oh
this?
boy, Archer. Sadly, it's S tier because it's literally the most busted ability in the entirety of Kirby.
Alright, fine. S tier, right?
S tier.
Okay. Next up, Laser.
Laser!
I think that's Laser, I'm
Sorry.
not sure.
It's Laser. I think it's
Okay.
Laser. Wait. Yeah, it's Laser.
Alright. I don't have that much I don't have any history with that, so Jazz, you want to do this one?
Yeah, Laser's alright. It's an okay ability. It doesn't really have much of a use.
Huh. Okay, let me turn myself lower. Okay.
It's really only useful in like the 1 or 2 areas where you can ricochet off of things as like a little puzzle, but that's about it. It's really gimmicky ability.
Alright, what would you want to rate it?
I'd probably keep it at where it is right now.
Alright, D tier it is. Alright, next up, Leaf from Return Dreamland.
I love Leaf. It's another one of my favorite abilities.
Okay.
I'm not sure why it is, but I like it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I like its concept, you know, being able to use leaves. I feel like a take on the wind ability, on the wind shit from before, but yeah, I like it.
So, what do you think it would go? I'll let you use this one.
I don't have a history with it, but alright.
You don't have a history with it?
No, I don't play
Okay.
Return to Dreamland.
That wasn't in Return to Dreamland, it was in Triple Deluxe as well.
Oh. Alright, well,
But I see what you mean. I'd probably put it in B tier because I like to think of it as sort of like a alternate version of the Needle ability, in a way. I kind of think of it as like the Needle ability's brother, cousin, whatever you want to call it.
okay, next up, Yellow Kirby.
Okay, so what I think it's trying to show is Minnie. I think it's Minnie.
I would ask you who Minnie is, but maybe we'll save that for the character
No,
video.
Minnie isn't a character.
Oh.
Minnie is an ability.
Oh.
It's a little forgotten ability for Amazing Mirror. It was only really useful for 1 or 2 portions of the game, and there were no redeeming qualities about it that I could actually remember. So
What?
it's pretty bad.
Oh, where do you want to rank it?
F. It basically has next to no uses.
God. Okay, this one. I think this one's magic.
It's magic.
Yeah, magic Kirby. I don't even know where this one showed up.
I want to say Squeak Squad, but I think I'm wrong on that.
I mean, he has that art style. Alright, well, do you know what magic does?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay.
Very experienced with them. But I only really know the Squeak Squad version, so if there is an earlier version,
Let us know in the comments.
yeah, I don't really know anything about it. But basically, you're able to pull out doves from your hat, you're able to shoot cards, you can kind of spawn in a big bouncy Jack-in-the-Box head to spring onto your enemies for 2 seconds
Okay.
before it goes back into your hat. And the final ability is one of the hidden abilities from that game, where you use a scroll. You basically you open up a roulette. And that roulette can nab you many different things. I don't think it nabs you anything bad, but it can also nab you pretty good things like maximum tomatoes, invincibility candies, stuff like that. I think it can also change the ability you have as well. So it can change it into a completely different ability if you're lucky enough.
Okay, I see your point.
It's a pretty fun ability, so I think it should stay exactly where it is. Because in terms of combat, I've never used it personally.
Okay, this one I think I've used this one before. Rocket from I think it's Amazing Mirror. Shit.
That's Missile.
Missile? Oh.
I think it's called Missile.
Okay. But yeah, Missile. You basically can protect her. It's basically just flying around pretty much.
Yeah, there isn't really much to it.
Yeah.
So D tier. It's a round ball.
The painter one again.
Is that painter again?
Yeah, painter again.
Painter's still really fun ability.
Alright, I'm gonna grab a random one. Okay, Ice Kirby. Where would you want to put him? You want to put him in the same spot as A tier, like with Fire Kirby?
A tier with Fire Kirby? Let's see. Which one is it?
Ice Kirby.
Oh, that's modern day Ice Kirby. Yeah.
Yeah, modern day Ice Kirby.
Probably the same place where Fire Kirby would go. Pretty useful ability.
Yeah.
All things. Actually, it's slightly better than Fire.
Yeah.
Because the ice cube projectiles do a good amount of damage.
Yeah, I know, you're right. Okay, next up, I have no idea what this one is. Is this Plasma?
Plasma.
Oh, okay.
Not to be confused with Spark, which are two different things, and then they became the same thing after years. But yeah.
I would put it B tier. I don't know. I just don't like.
Actually, it's pretty busted. It's a pretty busted ability. I would give it B or A.
Yeah,
I'd give it A.
I just want to give it B because I kind of don't really like how you have to move left and right to try and charge up. I don't know. I find that
you don't have to move left and right. That's just how most people do it.
Yeah, I know.
The way it's intended to be is you're just supposed to click up.
Oh. I never did
If you press the up button, most people just run left and right, but you can definitely charge it up by it's the intended way to do it is to just keep pressing the up button.
Oh, I had no idea. Okay, so
yeah.
A tier?
A tier.
Okay, A tier. Okay.
Very powerful.
This is just cut, right? This is just.
Let me see. I don't know what that one is.
I don't know. Considering Smash isn't in this category, let's just call this one Smash.
That actually might be Smash.
Yeah, we'll split the Smash. Okay, what do you think about Smash?
Smash is an interesting ability. The way you got it in certain games was pretty neat, how you had to fight Master Hand.
Yeah, I know, that was pretty cool. But, where would you want to put him? I think it's a pretty alright ability. I mean, I want to kind of give it S tier, but I haven't tested it out myself.
I don't know. I've used the ability a few times. I thought it was neat for a few minutes before it kind of just fell off, so...
Yeah.
I think if I had to put it in one place, it'd probably be A tier.
Alright, A tier.
Pretty decent.
Alright, I'm just gonna grab a random one this time. Alright, Wind Kirby.
Wind Kirby. That's not Wind Kirby. That's Tornado Kirby. That's my favorite Kirby out of all of them. That's my favorite ability. S tier. The top of S tier. It is amazing.
Okay, I'm assuming this one is the other electric one.
Let me see.
This one?
That's Plasma.
Plasma. Alright, where would you want to put it?
Imagine that, but... No, that's not Plasma, that's Spark. Sorry.
Okay, do you want to just put it in B tier with Ice... with Fireball and...
I'll actually put it with Spark. That's gonna be the only exception because... put it in with Plasma, because Plasma and Spark, as they are basically the same ability, in the newer games, it's been combined into just one ability entirely. So,
alright,
it has the best of both worlds. You can get that round plasma barrier that does multi-hit damage, and you can charge it up. So, yeah.
Alright.
I think it would go in the same tier.
Okay, we're down to 7.
Down to 7 already?
We'll finish off the elemental list. Water Kirby.
Water Kirby's pretty useful. Pretty fun. A tier.
A tier, yeah, definitely.
Plain and simple.
Next up, there's actually 2 of these. Yeah, do you know this one? This one over here.
Let me see. That is Suplex, I think. No, that's
No, because Suplex is this one, right?
one of them is throw, and then one of them is suplex. I'm not sure what that one with the Waddle D is though.
Oh, just put. I don't
I
know.
think the one with the Waddle Do is throw. That's suplex.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know.
All right then. Suplex. I
That's
guess.
throw.
Throw.
That's throw ability. The
Okay.
throw ability is basically suplex but instead of the super cool wrestling moves that Kirby does, he just grabs the nearest thing and throws it, or
Yeah.
nearest enemy and throws them.
Okay, what were we on? Right, suplex. Throw. Sorry,
Oh,
throw.
it wasn't very useful in the game it was in.
All right, so we want to give it
E.
E. Not as bad as the other ones, just E. Okay, last 5. Okay, no, we're not there yet. We'll go with one more modern day ability. UFO.
UFO originated not from where you think it did. Pretty sure it originated in Kirby's Dreamland.
I think it was Amazing Mirror.
You think so?
So,
Maybe it was Amazing Mirror. I don't know. All I know is that it's a much older copy ability than most people say it is.
oh.
Other than that, it is pretty useful, all things considered. It's a mix between beam, spark, and laser.
Uh-huh. So, where do you want to put on the list?
So, I'm not sure. Where would I put it on the list?
Because we'll
I'd probably put it in D tier.
Okay, E tier it is. I think it's like a good place where it goes. Okay, whatever. Time for the classics. Okay, first off, Wheel. Personally, Wheel, I think Wheel deserves. I want to give it S tier, but I know it doesn't go there. I'd say maybe like A or something.
Alright, I'm just gonna try and do the rest of this video like this. So, yeah.
Wheel, A tier?
Definitely. You said A, right?
Yeah, I said A.
Yeah, A.
Alright, next up, you know what? Fine. Sword.
Uh-huh. The love child of the series. Sword.
Sword, yeah. What would you want to give it? Because, like, I don't want to be that harsh.
You know, well, I do. I don't really like that ability very much. Actually, it
Opinion.
kind of changed. My opinion changed.
I'm about to say opinion alert, everyone.
Opinion changed in Forgotten Land for one reason, and I can't say it because it would spoil the experience.
Here, you say it and I won't listen. Alright, I'm taking off my headphones in 3, 2, 1. Okay, say it. I'm not listening.
Okay, so if he's not listening, I'll say this. It is actually, for those who have played the game, big spoiler alert, you actually are able to use Morpho Knight's ability, sword ability. In Forgotten Land, you're able to change abilities, and one of the abilities, you can like upgrade abilities, and one of the upgradable abilities for sword is Morpho Knight's entire getup, which I found to be really cool. So it kind of bumped up, and sword got a little bit of coolness points out of me, but not by much. Hopefully Gang can... Yeah, we're good.
Alright then. So where do you want to put it?
I'd probably
I have you set to low, sorry.
Oh.
Continue.
I would probably put it in A tier.
Alright.
It's not perfect, and I've tried doing True Arena with it. It's just not easy.
Next up, the yo-yo. Forgot what the yo-yo is called.
I like yo-yo. Yo-yo's pretty funny.
Yeah,
it is very fun.
Yeah, I want to give it an S tier.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad ability in Star Allies. Star Allies did some justice with it.
Yeah, especially the ability to walk the dog.
Yeah, that's not the most powerful ability it has, though. But you seem to really like that ability specifically, so I'm not gonna let you go.
Alright, and the last one, Wing.
Wing Kirby.
Yeah.
I actually like Wing Kirby.
Yeah, no, it's like pretty good. I mean, sure, it kind of ruins it because, you know, Kirby can already fly, but still, it's pretty good. Not to mention that dash you can do.
It's basically just used to fly faster. Yeah, like you said, it does have the dash attack.
Yeah.
Other than that,
not much else to say about it.
Yeah. All right. Where would you want to put it?
Each ability. It's kind of hard to say. I don't really know where that ability would go.
I feel like he can fly, but he can also shoot projectiles, but they're like very short.
Short range projectiles, they can be aimed, but they're pretty weak.
B tier?
A tier.
Alright, fine, A tier. And that's everything. I think we've got through almost every ability in the game, but I guess...
That's all the ability?
Yeah, I think so. But, you know, for the sake of this video, and, you know, because of Dreamland, we'll include the last two abilities. So, considering I don't have
Just kind
them,
of pretend that the second mic and the second crash are those two abilities.
fair enough. Okay. We'll second crash and might. Okay. So, what do you think about Bloody Gun?
It's Ranger.
Ranger.
Please call it Ranger.
I'm sorry, I just want to call it a gun.
It's really cringe when you call it gun.
Sorry. But yeah, what do you think about it? We're
not
not
bad.
including varieties, hope you know.
Yeah, I know. Default Ranger is not a bad ability.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's pretty
especially-
good.
Yeah, especially the charge up shit. Alright, let's put
It
it...
actually suffers from really, really low damage, though, so...
B tier?
I was being a little bit too generous, but yeah, B tier.
Alright, B tier it is. And then, Digger, or Drill.
Drill. Drill is kind of... I want to say it's a spiritual successor to Animal.
Yeah, I like
so
it.
it probably would go in, like, the same tier as Animal.
Yeah, no, just put it in a D. I like it, but it's very complicated to use.
Not really, it's really simple.
I don't
You
know.
just drill and then make holes.
I've had like
Or
a bad, I've had like a bad
spin
memory
in
using it
circles.
during the trials. When I was trying to go for the targeted time, I just had a bad memory from those. Yeah, but yeah, everyone, that's our tier list. This is what we think of every copy ability. We're gonna rank them. So yeah, do you agree with our opinions? Do you? If you don't, then I guess I don't know. I guess you can go and rant about it on Twitter. But yeah.
No, okay. If you disagree with our opinions, or if you have any changes, say it in the comment section down below.
What he said, he's a better
And-
reviewer than me.
We'll hopefully reply to it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have a nice debate on. We can have a nice debate in the comment section on which ability does deserve that S tier spot.
But what are you talking about? There's no such thing as nice debates anymore. There's just Twitter.
Whatever.
Yeah. And heck, if this gets enough, if this video does well, then maybe we'll come back to this again, but this time rank the Kirby characters. Yeah. All right.
Maybe.
All right. Bye, everyone. This type of video will never be made again. Do not ask. Alright? It was hell to get this thing to work. Goodbye.